What up everyone, it's your boy Floz MG, and I'm testing out a new type of video where I run various sort of Beyblade IRL battles that I guess happen in the show or just seeing performance of Beyblades as compared to the show. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going where the road takes me. Either way, in this video, I'm going to try and figure out which Pegasus is the best among Storm Pegasus, Galaxy Pegasus, Cosmic Pegasus, and Samurai Pegasus. All various Pegasus iterations, I'll say, throughout the Metal Saga, which is the only Beyblade saga that is true. Any other Beyblade sagas are not true. You will never change my mind. But either ways, we're going to run them through a series of tests to see which one performs the best. We're going to start off with a stamina test, having them all launch at the same time, and seeing just how far they go until they just run out of stamina. Then they're all going to be going through 4 different stages of battles, which we will get into later. But for now, let's get into the stamina test. Alright, so stamina test is starting, and it looks like all the bays have just been launched. Storm Pegasus, Galaxy Pegasus, and Samurai Pegasus all seem like they're racing around the edge of the stadium. Cosmic Pegasus, not as much. It's still definitely spinning a good bit, just not as much as the others, it seems. Some of them definitely start to slow down, and actually, Samurai Pegasus stops at 27 seconds, still completely standing. Storm Pegasus looks like it's the next one to completely stop spinning at around 36 seconds, it seems. Galaxy Pegasus has also completely stopped spinning, standing up as well at 42 seconds. And Cosmic Pegasus is still going pretty strong. It's probably most likely due to the what's it called, final drive performance tip, which if you listen closely, you can hear go off at some point. Actually, then again, it might have already gone off. I don't remember. But it seems that Cosmic Pegasus also stops completely standing at 1 minute 11 seconds. And how I'm scoring the performance of the bays is basically from the worst performing to the best performing. Worst performing gets 1 point, then 2 points, then 3 points, then 4 points. Then as we can see, Cosmic Pegasus has the best stamina, hence it gets the most points. Then Galaxy Pegasus, then Storm Pegasus, and ultimately Samurai Pegasus down at the end. So far, Cosmic Pegasus seems like it's winning. Next up, we're going to be testing their abilities battling against a really good stamina type, Flame Libra. Just pretty much seeing if it can defeat Libra in general. Will it? Will they? I don't know. We're just going to see who proves to be the best at attempting to defeat Libra anyway. So let's see how they do. Alright, they're going to be going one after another facing Libra. We're probably going to be going in chronological order, starting off with Storm Pegasus facing Libra. Libra just been launched, and Pegasus, there he goes. Pegasus, as his usual self, races around the edge of the stadium. Libra is conserving its stamina in the middle. There are a few flashes. Ooh, Pegasus is getting some good hits to the underside of Libra. However, it doesn't look like it's enough to throw off its balance, and ultimately Storm Pegasus was knocked out. It is leaving Libra at a little off balance, but ultimately it doesn't look like that was enough. Next up, it's going to be Libra going off against Galaxy Pegasus. Libra's launched first. Not the best launch, I admit. Galaxy Pegasus racing around the edge of the stadium, losing a lot of power at that point, which, honestly, not the best thing that Pegasus can do. Galaxy Pegasus finally gets a few hits in on Libra, moving it to the edge of the stadium. Got Libra a good bit more off balance and actually caused Libra to stop spinning. But next up we have Cosmic Pegasus facing off against Flame Libra now. Cosmic Pegasus getting a few good hits and pushing Libra to the edge of the stadium. It's actually getting a few barrage hits on Libra as well. And Cosmic Pegasus actually was able to defeat Libra before stopping completely himself. Now lastly, we have Libra going up against Samurai Pegasus. Samurai Pegasus kind of had a bit of a jump along the edge of the stadium, which most likely caused a bit of a loss in power. But is that going to be enough to completely wipe it out, or can you at least do some damage to Libra? Yeah, Samurai Pegasus, rather, didn't really do much to Libra right there. And based on the after effects, or how Libra was left off with each battle, this is probably where it's going to be. Cosmic Pegasus doing the best for actually defeating Libra, then probably Galaxy Pegasus, then Storm Pegasus, then Samurai Pegasus for how Libra was left at the end. And ultimately, these are now their new scores. Next up, the Pegasuses are going to be going against probably one of the best defense types, if not the strongest defense type, Twisted Tempo, with the heaviest fusion wheel, which it'll be pretty shocking if it's able to land any pretty decent hits. But hey, you never know what's going to happen. So let's see what's going to happen. Alright, starting off with all the battles up against Twisted Tempo. As usual, in chronological order, we are starting off with Storm Pegasus. Tempo has just been launched. Pegasus is going to be launched right here. As usual, Pegasus starts racing around the stadium, not even getting a hit on Tempo. Tempo is conserving his energy, staying towards the middle of the stadium. Pegasus is slowly inching his way down towards the middle. But with all the power it's already expended, it doesn't look like it has enough power behind each hit to cause any major damage to Tempo, ultimately leading to its very own demise. Tempo just hit him to the edge, alright. Next up, we have Tempo going up against Galaxy Pegasus. This is a battle that we actually saw in the show. It seems they got a good couple of hits off of each other in the very beginning, but now Pegasus, it seems like, yeah, but Pegasus is already losing a good amount of stamina, and yeah, Pegasus is down. Tempo, it has a very similar standing from when it battled Storm Pegasus, but now it's going to be up against Cosmic Pegasus. And I should also mention that Cosmic Pegasus is actually slightly bigger than its other Pegasus counterparts, so it has a bit more, like, oomph behind each attack as well. And it's definitely lasting much longer than its previous... Oh, and it looks like Final Drive was activated. But it also does look like it's not going to be enough to take down Tempo. But the way Tempo is spinning out right now definitely shows that its attacks were far more effective. And ultimately, we have Tempo battling against Samurai Pegasus. Oh my! They both just raced around the edge of the stadium at each other. Okay, you may need to watch that again, because that last one was pretty freaking cool. That might have actually saved Samurai Pegasus a slot. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to deliberate with myself. Okay, after those matches, this is probably what it's going to be. Cosmic Pegasus, again, at the very top, because, I mean, it caused the most damage to Tempo. Then Storm Pegasus and Galaxy Pegasus were kind of even, but I feel like Galaxy Pegasus performed slightly better, getting a few better hits on Tempo. So, Galaxy Pegasus second, then Storm Pegasus, and ultimately, I did place Samurai Pegasus at the end. Because despite the very cool racing around the stadium, Tempo did ultimately knock him out. And it looked like Tempo still had even more stamina and strength than when he battled Storm and Galaxy Pegasus. And I'm seeing a very consistent theme. Because right now, Cosmic Pegasus with 12 points, Galaxy Pegasus 9 points, Storm Pegasus 6 points, and Samurai Pegasus 3 points. At this rate, I think it's safe to say that Cosmic Pegasus has won. But we still have a few more battles to go. And obviously, Samurai Pegasus is definitely built different as opposed to the other Pegasus, because Samurai Pegasus is from the Shogun Steel series, where they don't have fusion wheels or energy rings, they instead have element wheels and warrior wheels. So I decided to bring a bey from that franchise over to this one. They are going to be facing Ninja Salamander. I feel like they've already faced two beys from the Metal Fusion and Metal Master series. I think we need to bring one from Shogun Steel for them to fight. Alright, so here we are. We're going to be beginning the Salamander battles. Starting off, again, in chronological order, with Storm Pegasus. Salamander has just been released. Storm Pegasus not too far behind. This time, Salamander juts far enough out where Pegasus can get a few hits on him. They're both losing a similar amount of power, but ultimately, Storm Pegasus was the one to lose. Salamander lasted just that very little bit longer. Just slightly longer. Now we have Salamander going up against Galaxy Pegasus. Galaxy Pegasus being much faster, able to get off much stronger and faster hits against Salamander. But faster may not necessarily be better in this sense. Because again, it seems that Galaxy Pegasus is lost. Salamander has much more strength from when it battled Storm Pegasus. But now Salamander is going to be going up against Cosmic Pegasus. And I feel like this one's going to be far more definitive. Yep, Salamander is just getting ragdoll. Final drive mode has been activated, and they're tornadoing each other. And finally, it seems that Salamander was indeed no match for Cosmic Pegasus. Again, I'm seeing a theme. And if history repeats itself, then Samurai Pegasus should be pretty much dead. Oh, that was a pretty big leap by Salamander. But it seems Samurai Pegasus exerted too much energy. Way too much energy. And looking at that, the standings I think are actually slightly different. It's more like this. Galaxy Pegasus actually performed the worst as opposed to Samurai. So Cosmic Pegasus again did the best, another 4 points. Then it seems like Storm Pegasus definitely did more damage. Then Samurai, then Galaxy. That's definitely a new one. So it seems as though the totals, again, Galaxy Pegasus up to 16 damn points now. We have Storm Pegasus. What did it have? It had 6 previously. Now it has an additional 3, 9 points. Samurai Pegasus now has 5 points, and Galaxy Pegasus only has 1 additional, so now Galaxy Pegasus has 10 points. Damn! This one has proven to be a bit... because of the points that's left, it's safe to say that Cosmic Pegasus has won this. Cosmic Pegasus is the strongest Pegasus. But there's still one more battle left to go. What kind of video would this be if Pegasus did not go against its one true enemy, El Drago? Lightning El Drago. I mean, come on. It's El Drago, for God's sake. You just know I had to do these battles. The various Pegasuses are now going to be facing El Drago in battle. Again, in chronological order, starting with Storm Pegasus. El Drago starting up. Oh. 1 reverse rotation, 1 regular rotation, both increasing each other's rotation speed, at the same time slowing each other down. That was a bit of a tie, but it seems that this was a bit even of a tie, with Pegasus, Storm Pegasus etching a little bit more. But now it's Galaxy Pegasus versus Lightning El Drago. A battle that was actually never seen in the anime. But I think Galaxy Pegasus has exerted too much energy and is going to be stopping. Oh no! Actually, never mind. Galaxy Pegasus actually lasted a bit longer. That one took me by surprise. Okay, next we have El Drago versus Cosmic Pegasus. I feel like this one's going to be a bit of a no-brainer. They're both getting some pretty decent hits on each other, bashing each other into the wall. Oh! El Drago actually lasted slightly longer than Cosmic Pegasus. That one took me completely by surprise, actually. But now we have El Drago versus Samurai Pegasus. This one's a very interesting battle, to say the least. El Drago got a few hits to the underside of Samurai Pegasus. Ultimately, El Drago lasted much longer. That one was actually a really shocking turn of events, because Cosmic Pegasus did not perform the best. It actually got third. So in this one, it actually seems like it was Galaxy Pegasus, Storm Pegasus, Cosmic Pegasus, and then Samurai Pegasus. That one took me completely by surprise. I am not even going to lie. But ultimately ending up in 4th place was Samurai Pegasus with only 6 points. Next up, I believe, was Storm Pegasus with 12 points. Next up, we had Galaxy Pegasus with 14 points. And finally, Cosmic Pegasus with 18 points. Therefore, it's safe to say Cosmic Pegasus is the strongest Pegasus of the Metal Saga. Well, it's been proven. Clearly, we proved it. I have been Floz MG. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more like it, please let me know in the comments. And until then, I'll see ya.